Joining us now exclusively is Tiffany Hartley. Tiffany, good morning to you.
Good morning.
And I know the question everyone has to ask you here this morning is how are you doing now, a couple of months after this tragedy?
It's becoming more of a reality that this is my life now. After everything happened, being into the media right away, I think it just was so overwhelming. Now it's just kind of relaxed, and now I'm kind of realizing that my new normal is without him.
We just saw in Jeff's piece a second ago, there are so many questions that remain to be answered. Have you been given any insight as to where the investigation stands currently?
The only thing we know is that the U.S. authorities are doing an investigation still. That's still a priority for them. But as for the Mexican side, we know the investigation probably is ongoing, but we don't know of anything. They don't really stay in contact with us.
Texas Governor Rick Perry has said this is a U.S. citizen that was killed in international waters. Do you just want to kind of pick up the phone and say, why can't we do more? Why, if the investigation is still ongoing on the U.S. side, why are the Mexican authorities not helping more?
Right. It's very frustrating. It's, you know, if we could give a call to President Calderon, we would. You know, we would be calling to him saying, you know, why isn't it important to you? It seems to me like it would be more important to them to make sure that this is taken care of and that David's found and the investigation goes on, because then it would make them, you know, have more of a heart of for other citizens, not just of their own country.
Do you hold out any hope that David's body will be found?
I do, because I stand strong in my faith. Until God tells me otherwise that he's not going to be found, then I'm going to hold on to that hope. And without that hope, you know, I don't really have anything else to hold on to.
The lead investigator, someone who you met with, Rolando Villegas in Mexico, was killed and beheaded. Did you feel at that point that the investigation essentially ended on the Mexican side?
Not the investigation, but more of the search. Because they feared for their lives, and with the cartel, they don't have the option to be able to just go in like here in the U.S. You can just go in and take care of the investigation and the search, and over there they just fear for their lives, and they have to.
Can I ask you a question about whether you fear for your life? I mean, there have been some reports that some threats have been made. Are you ever concerned about your safety?
No. No, I don't fear for my safety. You know, it's just one of those things that I think they want you to fear, so that you're afraid of them. But being in Colorado and now with my family, I don't have any fear that anybody's going to come after me.
I know you've had 4 months, and I'm sure you replay the day's events over and over in your mind. You and David knew that this was a dangerous area and had some run-ins with the cartel on the U.S. side. Did you ever at any point say, you know what, this is a bad area, we shouldn't be here? Did that ever enter your mind at all?
No, not at all. We've been to Falcon Lake before, and we spent 3-4 hours there and had a blast. It was nothing for us to go over there and enjoy a day. We went to Falcon Lake to check out this church and then enjoy the rest of the day on the main part of the lake. And we never really had that feeling that something was going to happen that day.
Well, we appreciate you coming in and giving us an update.
You're welcome.
All right. We wish you well. All right, Tiffany Hartley.